Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm going to give you some tips today on the devil's press, specifically talking about the bottom of it. I'm not going to worry about getting up overhead today. Most likely, well, I think most likely, this is going to end up in the Open this year, just because we've seen it pop up in sanctioned events. We've seen a lot of games athletes doing it, so I think that's going to come up. Now, if you've never done the devil's press, it is a good time. It's pretty rough, especially if we're going heavier with 50 and 35-pound dumbbells, which is heavy for most of us. But there's a few things we can do to help ourselves. So the whole devil's press is pretend like there's dumbbells on the ground. I drop down on top of those dumbbells, do a burpee, pop up, both dumbbells overhead at the same time. And there's a couple mistakes at the bottom that we see people making that can help you. Well, first off, we see people with these dumbbells really close together, and that's a problem, right? Doing a close grip burpee, maybe I have my dumbbells set up just right here. Again, that's close grip. So we want those dumbbells set up in the most comfortable position possible for the bottom of the burpee, because that's really where you're going to breathe a lot. The bottom of the burpee, top of the devil's press, you probably be able to get a breath out as well. Otherwise, we're looking at like a 100-pound kettlebell swing for the guys to get up overhead, and you're under load on the way up. So think about where you like the hands to go for burpees. Let's get those dumbbells set up. Now, if I were you in the Open, people have done this before for burpees and the way they land on the box, or dumbbell snatches, or burpees to the rig, 6 inches above your max reach. You can even take a couple chalk lines and put them down, so that way you're as consistent with movement as possible. Your rhythm is set, because the body likes rhythm. It's able to breathe better through rhythm. If it's chaotic and erratic, usually you hold your breath, you're a little bit more anxious. So here I am, dumbbells are set up. Is that comfortable for me? Let me get a little wider. Now this might change how you do your burpee a little bit, because the dumbbells are a little wider. I gotta jump my feet wider, all right? And then we come up overhead with it. When we put them down, we want it in the same exact position. If we put it down, dumbbells close, which happens naturally almost in this, we end up kind of stuck with those dumbbells. We're moving them around the whole time. So that's number one. Put lines on the ground, figure out that rhythm where your burpee width is, so that way you're a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable with it. You have that rhythm. Next is, don't think about this as like a 2-arm snatch overhead. You're not going straight up with it. Try to think about it almost like a kettlebell swing a little bit. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is use the help of pulling those weights off the ground. They'll swing into you, and you'll be able to get better hip extension overhead. So anyone that's been to a kettlebell seminar, you'll see that they start their swings by pulling that weight a little bit out in front, and when they stand up, it swings into them. They can use their hips more. Almost like a center with a football, right? It's in front of them a little bit. So with these kettlebell or dumbbells on the ground, I'm going to do my burpee. When I pop up, they're in front of me, they swing back, and now I can use that hip momentum to help get it overhead. So you see how I just put them down? I put them down too close together already, just kind of messing around with it. So if I had those lines down the ground, it would help me out. So here I am, get my burpee, pop up, they're a little bit in front, right up overhead. All right, and when we put them down, get them in that wider, same as burpee width, you can get it going. So just that little tweak at the bottom, so to save you time, you'll be able to breathe better, not like me talking and moving at the same time. So that way the devil's press isn't as awful as it could be for you. If you think they're coming, comment below. I'd love to see your videos. Talk to you guys soon.